Clean off my
Hey,
brush. Transfer that.
Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings from the land of pop. Where we
So,
only have...
so I'm getting the Samsung Galaxy S20
Cool.
for my
Neat.
next phone. Apparently, there's not much difference between the S20 and the S20 Plus. Basically, just a little bit of a bigger screen. That's it.
And it's 5G ready.
So is the S20.
That's what I'm saying. The one that you're looking at is 5G ready.
Yep. And apparently, now I signed up with the data plan. I get unlimited. Well, when I get it, I'll have unlimited data. So, yeah. I might end up giving work back the wireless hotspot that I have, and just get tethering on my phone and use my phone.
I'd say probably keep the hotspot unless there's a backup, but that's probably me. Unless they ask for it back.
Alright, guys, I have a quick question. What color should I do a Chihuahua?
I suggested rainbow colors to make them poison chihuahuas, but Ray didn't listen to my suggestion.
Are you doing
What
box
class
standard
is he
chihuahuas?
supposed to be? I don't think that would quite fit in his class.
Is this meant to be like...
Chihuahua. He is a rogue, so I'm thinking grayish and blacks. But maybe I'm being stereotypical and prejudiced.
Yeah.
You could make it like a salt and pepper, and just do it with like a very
Oh,
thin
I'm
brush.
kind of. Well, the husky is going to be a gray and white mix, and I'm going to try to give him one blue eye and one brown eye.
I hope you have better luck with that than you're having with that Dalmatian or whatever. What
The
was
Doxy. It came out a little bit better now.
Yeah. Alright.
It doesn't quite look right, though. I'm going to have to redo
I
it.
have 6 green orbs. Beside the participant status. There's supposed to be, looks like there's supposed to be 7 green orbs, but apparently I only have 6. Now there's a red X where there's 7 on the 7th one.
Yeah, I think that's Mark.
Blame the pod people.
That's Mark coming in.
Ah, okay. I thought that meant something about my character. I was confused.
Nope.
Don't do it. Don't do it. No, my. Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to tell the voice in my head not to say something.
Alright. See, now you should now have 7 green circles.
Yes, now everything is green.
Okay.
Now all
Yeah, stop that.
Alrighty.
I'm trying a wet palette. My wet palette is a dollar thing from a Dollar Tree and a piece of sponge that I got from work and some parchment paper, which is parchment paper from the
Asdian, it would be the 7 Dragon Balls, obviously. With this group.
Balls? Did someone say balls?
No.
Balls. Chase ball. Come on. Who wants to play ball? Come on.
What do I think of like Dr. Dolittle with Eddie Murphy? It's like
balls are fun. Squirrels are no challenge.
And we will remember that.
They're nuts.
But Up taught me that all dogs hate squirrels.
Squirrel.
Heaven's gonna have to wait with this dog.
So, as we left left the group 2 weeks ago. The group kind of scattered a little bit, but not completely. Ray has gone back to his the lab, I should say, at the University of Central Florida. With him was Magnus and Vanya. Esdian went home. Tristan went somewhere. Ron went somewhere. And that's kind of how we left it. See.
Whoa, damn it.
Ray. Vanya, I should say Jupiter, Vanya, and Magnus. You enter into the College of Engineering and Computer Science at UCF. It's actually on the map that is currently being shown.
Is this happening during the day or during the night? Is this happening during the day or during the night?
It is in the afternoon, late afternoon. It is getting towards evening.
What day of the week is it?
It would be well, I already said that, but it would be a Sunday.
Sunday, okay.
Yep. So there is so unless you're going towards the dorm area, there's really nothing really going on at the moment on campus. With Jupiter leading the way, the three of you enter into one of the computer labs, and sitting in a couple chairs are a tall gentleman with dark hair but with gray temples and a mustache, and a shorter, much rounder individual with balding hair with no mustache.
It's a me, Mario.
No, I was thinking of Beaker.
Yes, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew with my
That's it.
with my step assistant Beaker. Say hello, Beaker. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Anyways, we're not going to go through all that. They look over at you, Jupiter, and say, the tall one says, I see you've returned, and you've brought some friends. Hi! How are you? I am Professor Lieber, and this is... I gotta look it up. Hold on, I forgot Ray. Sorry.
Code it.
And this is Professor Codit. And actually, I got the two wrong. It's the tall one is Codit, and the short is Lieber. How are? Ask your names. Okay, now at this point, you may roll 3d6 for Magnus and Jupiter already knows this. So Magnus and Vanya. Well, Vanya can't. Just Magnus gets to roll 3d6. If you are there, Mark. Yeah, okay, there you are. All right.
I'll probably just
Okay.
introduce myself.
Okay. right ahead. Right. So, you
I'll
know,
just like.
Right.
Oh, you can go.
they, you know that Lieber is a noted expert on mechanical engineering.
Okay.
Yeah, Professor Lieber is a noted expert on mechanical engineering. You don't know about Professor Kodet. And you announce your name, and they kind of look. I'm glad to meet you, and you, young lady. Wait, may I ask your name?
Am I rolling a 3d6 as well, or after?
I see.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You finish.
Uh, I see that you've met our
Guard dog.
our project, shall we say, Jupiter.
That I have. No, I can't say I'm alarmed by it because I've seen stranger things. You should have. Heck, I grew up with a talking monkey butler, so having a talking dog is no stranger to me.
Interesting. Yes. Well, uh, we've been experimenting with this. We have had a situation where the government has expanded their research and expanded their need for some she's talking about. Hold on. Sorry, guys. And we, as a government grant, we decided to see whether or not it would be feasible for us to take a well-trained dog and become and turn it into a defender of innocence. And Jupiter is our pride and joy.
For to do good.
Sorry for the pause. I'm thinking because it's like I'm trying to put in references at the same time. He's certainly obedient as much as that. I can tell you that. I have to want. As long as you haven't got a robotic person around here, then be set. Hang on. What do you do here other than tinker with the fabric
You
of
want
nature?
help protect people?
Yes. I mean, the amount of people that have become powered by these strange, mysterious rifts that have been occurring for the last 10 years, have been off by a couple of years, has caused a lot of problems and a lot of panic. And so we felt that a dog would be a much better companion than a robot human. We've all read iRobot, and human robots tend to scare the public too much. We feel.
You should have been there for my child. I could have answered that one.
All,
for you.
all I needed to do was make it out of metal, make it drink some booze, and belch fire. It'd be fine then.
Thank you, Bender.
Yeah, we can classify it as a sports utility truck. To beat emission standards, people.
Mhm.
Uh,
So, what can you tell us what happened, Jupiter?
Yes, yes. Run outside, see storm, go do storm things. People, uh, then there was this guy that was up on the upper floor, and he had a nice stick,
Hmm?
and he was doing bad things with stick.
Okay. Okay.
So I went after stick, got it away, it disappeared. Another person got it, grew really, really big,
Hmm.
and stick escaped me and go to someone else. Stick seemed to be happy with its last choice.
Okay. And he'll look at Magnus and Vanya. What about your stories? I mean, obviously he found you two and brought you here. Why did you follow him to here? What was your reasoning?
What was that? I wasn't.
I was asking Vanya and Magnus
Oh,
why they went ahead and followed you back to here.
Well, for me, it was because I feel the need to protect those like me. And seeing as she doesn't seem to remember much, I took it upon myself to help her.
Mm. Excellent. I assume then that by those like you, both of you have powers, correct?
Yes, I have powers.
Okay.
I have the power of magnetism.
Better stay away from the computers then.
Hey, Dave DM'd you.
Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Exactly. They're sending me messages. I gotta read them. Because of the way I've got stuff set up right now. Okay.
Stop exploding and dying, you cowards!
No, I've got stuff on that monitor. I got stuff on this monitor. I know what I'm doing here, love. Hopefully you're not burning anything. She's making
Oh, you.
spring rolls
Ooh. What? From scratch or?
from scratch.
Harumaki, as they're called in Japanese.
Did you say harumaki?
Yeah, haru meaning spring and maki meaning roll.
Cool.
And in Filipino, it is lumpia.
Say lupia?
In America,
Well, you
it
mean,
is
how do I
cool.
know that? I've heard it enough. I know what it is.
I would say this is any food in any language. Someone will know. Trust me. Sorry, is it my turn to sort of
Yeah, yes, it is.
give the origin of the species here? I looked at the scientists and basically try and piece together what I can remember.
Mhm.
Sense of say it's a bit of a long story. Can't bring a copy of my book with me. Probably basically explain stuff, but best to put on a pot of
Hmm?
So, explaining in a sense that I come from a family of dysfunctional superheroes that was taken in by a billionaire inventor who was basically a little bit of a not father who wouldn't win father of the year.
Mm.
Where the family disbanded when they got old enough, basically in their own separate ways. One could basically, in a sense, had super strength, but had basically daddy issues and let go. Daddy's boys, which was named Luther. Diego is basically, in a sense, sharp-witted and basically could throw knives, but mama's boy. Allison could basically make you believe anything, just use simple words. Klaus Weather was basically, in a sense, if you've ever heard the tagline, he could. If you've ever seen The Sixth Sense, you basically get the idea.
Yes.
Five could basically, in a sense, teleport into different, basically.
Take the top off, though.
But he disappeared when we was young.
You took the top off, right?
Ben, however, is sadly no longer. He died at a certain age. And then there's basically, I didn't know I had abilities till recently. Got really annoyed with my family. Tried to kill him. Almost brought the end of the world, and here I am.
Wait, the short guy goes, wait, brought the end of the world?
At least I think that's what happened.
Yet you're here and the world hasn't ended yet. Did you? And he looks at, don't they call those rift travelers? That when they come through, is it? And he's like, well, yeah, I think we'd have to talk to Lucas about that, but to be sure, but yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So maybe because the world ended, they got dropped here. I know they said somebody that's happened to a few people. Yes, I know, but most of those have been in over in Newmarket. Well, yeah, but it doesn't mean that it couldn't happen. Yeah, that's true. Maybe we should go visit Dr. Lucas. He's over in the science wing. He's kind of an expert on extra dimensions and physics and such. Maybe we should talk to him about your situation. If that would be agreeable.
Agreeable to me. I know way.
Yes.
You follow?
Sure, let's go. Let's all head over there real quick. I'm sure knowing him, he's at his lab too, working like he normally would. So,
Great.
so you guys take the relatively short walk, considering the building's right next to where you're at, to the next building over, basically. You all head over there. Now, Jupiter, make your perception check, please.
Alright, hold on. Gotta get my character. Perception 3d6.
Yes. Okay. I think that hits it right, correct? Hey, Sean, how's it going?
I
We're
didn't
doing
bring up
good.
the character sheet.
Well, I mean, it's your PDF. I don't know if you put it on.
Yeah, I got it here. I gotta drag it out. 15 or less.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you had improved perception. Okay, as you are you guys get to the College of Science. Yeah, Sean, it's been fantastic weather here today. I didn't even have to wear a coat. As you're approaching the lab of Dr. Lucas Nelson, and it's Lukas, Lucas Nelson. You smell the smell of the girl that escaped with the wand.
Wand is in there with girl. Come on, hurry, follow.
So Jupiter races ahead, and the others are like, the two engineers are kind of like looking at each other, going, what? And you all go into the lab and enter into the lab, and from his desk, Dr. Nelson looks up. Oh, well, wow. Hello, everybody.
Greetings. We're girl with stick.
Girl with stick? I don't know what you're talking about exactly, but I'm also not too familiar with a talking dog. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Lieber Codit. I assume this is your project, correct? I don't know how else to describe you, Ray. Sorry, but
Okay.
and they're like, oh yeah, yes. He seems to have detected someone that he encountered earlier. Here. Well, the only other person that's here right now is Tristan. Tristan! Could you come out here for a moment?
Yep, Preston will come up the stairs.
Right.
Dave knows what the stairs are. After hearing it go, yeah?
As you come upstairs, you see, well, two other people that you don't recognize, and the Jupiter and Vanya and Magnus standing there.
He just kind of goes, oh, like what? Oh, no. and she immediately turns around to go back downstairs. Like, nope. not dealing with this.
Go fetch.
They Lieber goes, no, don't go fetch. Obviously, there's some explanation here that, yeah, Dr. Nelson goes, well, that's not usual behavior for Tristan, so something must be up.
A magic stick.
Well, being a scientist, magic is not normally something I deal with, obviously. Tobin, in your mind, you hear a voice. Why don't you go talk to them? They can help us.
Tristan just goes, ah! Again. No. No.
They can help you utilize my powers better.
Tristan just tries to ignore it as best she can.
Okay. Tristan? That's Dr. Nelson calling. What?
Tristan's like, yeah?
Can you explain what's going on?
No?
Okay, obviously you ran into Tristan somewhere. Could you tell me what happened? This is Dr. Nelson
There
asking.
was Riftstorm. Went out to go investigate in the park. There was this guy up inside the building with that stick. He helped take stick away from him. Stick disappear. It appeared in another guy's hand who grew up, got big and big and big.
Okay, hold 1 second, Ray. As Ray's explaining this, you're overhearing it, Tristan, just so you know. Obviously.
Yeah. Oh, Tristan can hear it. She didn't go all the way down the stairs. She's
Right.
just out of sight.
Right. The one after the first explanation of the guy of the first guy, you get telepathically the message. That guy was robbing. It turned out he was robbing the building. He wasn't worthy of me. Then, after Ray describes the second guy, it's like that guy was a part of organized crime. That was a mistake on my part as well. Okay, continue, Ray.
And then stick appear in another person's hand that's here. And we came here to talk to you about the Doc Mansions.
The the telepathy says, yeah, a person who doesn't want me, even though she's the best person that I've ever experienced to wield my power. Right. Okay. So dimensions, and then this one here said that they were part of the apocalypse and then ended up here. And appeared at the same place where all this was happening. He's, of course, porting upon, yeah? Dr. Nelson looks at you, Vanya, and says, okay, I hate to change subjects, but this is interesting. What? You said you caused the apocalypse, yet you're him. Can you explain a little better what happened?
Well, yes and no. I mean, not like he blew up the moon intentionally. But if you want to list the suspects, my family, my boyfriend who's now a pincushion, and years of neglect and emotional abuse.
Mm.
Other than that,
I DM'd you a little bit of an extra little bit of a character flavor thing.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
I don't know really else to tell you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's Dr. Nelson is writing this all down, by the way. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. It is believed that these rifts are triggered by catastrophic events in other dimensions that then will deposit those events here. For example, assuming this is in your case, you possibly should have died. But instead, we're brought here. on this could explain why you also can't clearly remember what's happened. Because you've actually gone through the trauma involved. I believe there might be somebody on campus that can help with that, but I would have to do some more investigation to help on that. He pulls out a device you've never seen, nobody's ever seen before, and he runs a scan. He asks you first whether or not that's okay if you could.
As long as it doesn't involve injections, you're fine. As long as it doesn't turn me into hideous Martian ape person, you're fine.
I hope it doesn't.
I'm just gonna cram just for a second. I apologize.
Mm-hmm. He's scanned. I'm sorry, I'm chewing, so. You definitely have what they call chronoton particles involved in your makeup, which would tell me that you have traveled in time.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, well, he's rubbing his chin. He goes, I have some other projects and things that I'm involved in, and of course, teaching classes. Now, I also guess I have to do some recruiting. He kind of sighs at that.
Booting?
Yes. Seems the powers that be at the college wish to recruit some people. Some students, some high schoolers to the college. Usually, our reputation brings people, but he wants some extra push on that. He sighs for a second. He thinks about it. Well, I would you? Hey, look, except I Vanya. Vanya. Well, he doesn't know the name. Would you want to go back to your dimension?
Oh, that's a tough one. Oh.
I knew I was going to hit. Then.
Oh. Oh, no, Taylor, trust me. If you knew where this is going.
Yeah, that's why I'm throwing it. That's why I made the question, right? This is going to define how this goes. So,
don't know. I mean, for the end of the world, they seem to fate me anyways. But as before they knew I had abilities, but I don't know about now. Don't know. It depends on if they're looking for me or not. But
Well, you don't have to make a decision now, obviously. But
mm,
if you would like that possibility, I would be willing to help as best as I could with my knowledge. I will say, though, that it has been my experience that these rifts have been pretty much one way. People come in, they don't go back out. So,
Roach motels.
roach motels, but then that means we're the roaches. Anyways, just a thought. Do you have a place to stay at this point in time? Either of you, and he looks at you also, Magnus.
I'd look at the scientist with a bit of a glare, and I'm thinking, I've just come from a universe where the world's destroyed. What do you think?
Fair enough, fair enough. I can see if there's any place nearby to the campus that you'd stay. He thinks for a second. Will you please all wait right here for the moment? I need to go talk to somebody. Yes, yeah. I haven't tried that yet. Haven't had a chance. Dr. Nelson goes down the stairs.
And not too far down the stairs is a Tristan just sitting there. Just quietly sitting there.
He motions for you to follow him, Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan will nod without even a question.
And he gets down far enough that the only person that would possibly be able to hear is Ray. Going to be a hint, Ray, for the perception check.
Oh, okay. Dice roll. 3d6. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Depending on circumstances.
Yep. Tristan?
Yes.
My device did detect something else from another dimension. What do you know about what they're talking about? About some sort of wall?
She just she shakes her head and she explains the situation at the park.
Mm-hmm.
She of course leaves out the part about the wand going into her hand and all of that. Although she does mention that she's been hearing an odd voice ever since she saw this.
I'm not an odd voice.
Huh?
I'm not an odd voice. Sorry, I did it.
That she's been hearing an odd voice ever since she saw a lady pretty much appear at an intersection.
Hmm.
Yeah, she admits that she just thought she might actually have been hallucinating or something because it seemed like something out of a nightmare.
Well, there is something from another dimension that seems to have attached to you.
Huh? She's like, huh?
I can't determine it. I don't have those kind of instruments.
Yeah, Tristan, when he says this, Tristan suddenly starts running out, going, "Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!"
Well, you're gonna run upstairs. That's the question. Do you run upstairs, or just run
No,
around?
She's running around on the floor there.
Will you stop? Will you stop? I'm not on you. Look, I'm trying to help you.
She finally runs out of breath after a second moment or two.
The wand appears. Not in your hand, but floating in front of you.
She screams out.
Now, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm here to help you. Just grab me for a moment. Just for a moment.
I think this is the moment of time she looks at Mr. Nelson.
His eyes are wide at the moment.
What do you think I should do?
Well,
She'll point out the last time it threw itself into my hand, I was floating. And
Well,
she'll say, and she'll eat out. I don't want to fall and die.
No. Okay. He holds on for he thinks for a moment. Magnus, could you come down here for a moment?
Hearing that, I'll walk down.
Okay. The situation you see, this is basically a bedroom that they're in, and Tristan is standing there. Opposite him is the floating wand, and then the doctor. And he says, "I realize this is going to be a kind of a strange request, but could you make sure that she does not float away
Sure.
with your power? I'm sure your powers of magnetism will be able to hold her down if that is necessary. Go ahead, Tristan. Let's see what happens."
Alright.
The scientific curiosity overwhelming.
Yeah. Tristan will reach out slowly and lead and carefully, and she'll touch the wand with one hand, move her hand back, and then finally just grab it. Close her eyes tight.
Okay, and then you will transform. But you do not float.
She looks at her transforms and goes, "This again? Why are you showing me this again?"
This is your true form.
She looks
I
at
want
Nelson,
to show.
"Can I let go of it now?"
You can, yes, go ahead, let go of it. You
She'll
let
let
go,
go of it.
and the wand will have hover there still, but then you transform back. Definitely seems to think that you are tied to it in some way.
And she scratches her head. Why? There's got to be at least 1,000 people better than me.
Well, it's
at
not
that time she'll actually point at Mr. Nelson and say, "He's better than I am. Go with him."
he kind of smiles at that, by the way, and then the wand says you are the perfect person for me. You may not agree with it. You may have to. I may have to teach you, but I can't leave you.
She kind of just stands there defeated.
Hi, Lurks. So it's
Oh,
let's
right.
all come. Let's all come upstairs, Dr. Nelson.
Fine.
He looks at the wand. Even you. So you all come upstairs. The wand is hovering as it's coming up. Well, it's not talking to me, but seems the wand has chosen Tristan for some reason. So that's just so because of that, because I think, and he looks specifically at Magnus. This is because I have heard of you, and I trust your judgment on this. I will offer that you may all stay at the bunker here with some conditions, obviously, if you desire, while we investigate the wand, the ability to possibly send you back to, and putting it on you, and everything else. This is this is going to be kind of confusing, but I think that would be for the best for now.
All right. I wanted to see how this whole situation would work out, so I'm gonna post this text message to you, Dave. If you agree with that,
Yep.
that you can agree with that. If you don't, you don't. It won't happen. But
No, that's fine. See what you got.
Yeah. Anything else is going to be at more of a after session conversation, anyways. Yes.
It's good. Watermelon and chocolate and what?
And what? What's the last bit?
Watermelon, chocolate, and booze. Lots and lots of booze.
That's what I would need with you guys. No booze.
Speaking of booze, my mom got me some booze hand cleaner.
Wait, when you say booze, as you talking about alcohol or what?
Yes.
Now,
No, actually, there are some in Japan. There are some sake companies who are brewing a sake so strong that you could use it as hand sanitizer.
Yes, I have hand sanitizer. That is, I have whiskey hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
had a
it says
whiskey.
on the bottle.
Yeah, we had a whiskey company here in Nebraska that was making hand sanitizer.
She's like, "Yeah, I got you this. Now you don't need hand sanitizer for a while when you run out of your little bottle." I looked at her. It's like, "You do know I carry that little bottle with me everywhere. That's really not gonna work."
The thing is, they actually have to put a warning on it because some people actually thought it would be okay to like drink at alcohol. No, it's like several times.
No.
It'll literally cause you to go blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like proper moonshine.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's like rubbing alcohol. In some ways.
Yeah, but yeah, because it's like I think in The Simpsons, it's like, yeah, get the rubbing alcohol, and he drinks it. It's like, yeah, you're gonna go blind.
Exactly.
And I just added something else onto that, since you affirmed that in text, Dave.
Yep. And I would confirm that second line too.
Yep.
Sure,
I figured
not
you would. I
text.
knew
Yeah. Yeah, you're anticipating. We're on the same wavelength. We're cool.
Yeah.
All right. So he says now. I hope you do. He turns to Vanya and he says, "I hope you don't mind. You know, if I have to run some experiments and stuff to see what we can do about getting you back home. That is, if you decide that you actually do want to make that attempt."
Phone's still there.
It could be, depending on what's going on and what time frame we can put
Well,
her
it
to.
depends on those funny lips.
Yeah. Mhm.
Pardon.
I said, well, this lever. Well, I mean, we can loan Jupiter to help out as well. I mean, his senses have been increased beyond that of even animals. His
I mean, better, stronger, faster.
very. And
Robo is Robot's best friend.
and now Dr. Nelson says, well, if you said the two others that were affected by the wand have been. I assume that the police have those two in custody then from the actions that they performed.
Yes, I stayed till police came.
Okay.
Hopefully, police can handle them.
Okay.
If not, we take them down again till they learn.
And there was nobody else there involved. Pardon me while I take a baseball bat.
Pardon?
Huh?
What?
Pardon me while I
Awesome.
hit you guys with a baseball bat.
Why?
Tristan will speak up and say, there was that weird lady.
Yeah, I'm more concerned that weird lady is going to be coming here eventually, and that's why I am more than willing to have some extra people here.
I'll explain that about the other people that I had witnessed there.
Okay.
The armor, the woman in armor and everything.
the armored, yeah, the armored insectoid armor and person and the the happy little girl, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is well, I would not mind talking to them as well about all of this if you could find them again.
I might be able to track them.
It's probably our best bet. I don't know personally how to contact them.
Insert happy girl noises from Abby. Miles away.
Her brain's probably going, yay!
Well, if you can find, I would suggest that you rest here for the night. And then we will. Then in the morning, unfortunately, I have classes. Well, I don't have classes yet. They're on winter break. So, if you will, maybe there would be a way to find. If you could track them down tomorrow, that would be probably. Well, that would be definitely ideal. But I would like to talk to them as well if there was others involved or other witnesses.
We can ask.
I'll just like nod in agreement.
All right. Dr. Nelson will then take you down past where Kristen has been staying, and you basically discover that he's got himself a pretty good sized bunker area here. I forgot all the description of it, Tobin, so I apologize. We'll get that
if you wish.
Yeah, if you could, because I couldn't.
The lab is basically an old Cold War nuclear fallout / nuclear blast bunker. Looks like it was originally designed for mass citizens and then for VIP. It's been upgraded a few times. There's like little boards showing what it was testing for and what kind of nukes were used. There are 4 levels to it. There's the ground level, which you guys were on. The second level, which Tristan has her room at. The third and fourth levels are completely and utterly empty, other than a entryway for road vehicles. And when I say road vehicles, I don't mean small stuff. I mean trucks. Like you could put 3 Mack trucks together with Abrams tanks on them, stacked, and they could go through it. And then on the other side of that is a water purification area. Yeah, on the side of where the water is purified is a area for decontamination. It's giant decontamination shower, where the entire place has been wired for older equipment, but has been upgraded for newer equipment since Nelson has come in. And so you guys could pretty much put whatever you wanted. This is what I explained to Dave.
Yeah. I knew it was 4 levels. I just couldn't remember which level it was.
Yeah,
Should have been retrofitted with all the mod
I-
files, and that would bring
let
it
me
up
look
to
at my
date.
notes.
Since
Give me a second. I can give you the exact size of it.
You don't need to tell them the exact sizes at this point in time because it doesn't matter because of the way Champions works. We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, just in case they want to make it there permanent.
Is the outside.
But the third and fourth floors are vast in size.
Yeah, they're big. Basically, it's like the fallout shelter for the entire college, is what he's taken over. In case of a nuclear war back in the 50s, 60s.
It's been upgraded and retrofitted.
It's been it has modern wiring and stuff in it, but otherwise it's pretty empty.
Yeah, it's got its own air purification system. It's got its own water purification system. system. It wasn't built in the 60s. It was built in the late 70s, early 80s.
Okay, we get it. You live in Cheyenne Mountain.
Thank you, Dron. Thank you.
Yeah, Nelson pretty much does.
Yeah. So, anyways,
All he's missing is the
Open.
Stargate down there.
yeah.
Open. Breathe. Breathe. Your nosebleed.
All right.
Breathe.
So, anyways, yeah, that's the look at the points you can spend in here area. Okay, so there is, of course, Jupiter. You can go back to the College of Engineering. You could go back to the College of
Well, more
Engineering.
on the computer than.
Meanwhile, Ray's painting my dog miniatures.
Well, in between every so often.
Yeah.
I decided that the golden retriever is going to be golden.
Ah, yes.
Solid gold, touched by the hand of King Midas.
Well, he's what is he? He's a magic user of some sort.
Blavicus.
I
Yeah,
thought
he's a wizard.
I thought the golden retriever was the wizard. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a wizard.
Okay. The cleric is the Saint Bernard. There is it is a miniature set that I went in on the Kickstarter for, called Dungeons and Doggos.
Ah.
So it's like what the corgis, the warlock, the stuff like that.
Cassandra the Husky Paladin, Tonka the Mastiff Bard, Flint the Blue Hill Ranger,
Weird.
Freya German Shepherd Druid, Saressa St. Bernard Cleric, Svetlana Beagle Barbarian, Montag the Cocker Spaniel Bard, Nightingale the Pomeranian Monk, Cornelius the Golden Retriever Wizard, Morgaine the Dachshund Sorcerer, Hartley the French Bulldog, Tobias the Corgi Warlock, and Tedric the Chihuahua Rogue.
Yep. And by the way, then they came out with the cat set, which Ray also has to paint for me, which was Cats and Catacombs. So, yeah.
Nice play on Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. So it was. Oh, and they have 5th edition rules that come with them to actually use them in a D&D, a 5th edition D&D. The same guys that made those miniatures made the Critical Role miniatures, which I got to get to Ray next time I go to Omaha. So, all right. Which is both Vox Machina and the Mighty Nine. All right. Next day, because he does have beds down there. I mean, he's got, mind you, probably pretty much cots, but at the moment. But
yeah, they would be military cots.
they're military cots, but at least you guys get up. Those that are staying there. Ray stays over at the College of Engineering right next door. So, but he's back over there in the morning. The 2 engineers that created Ray are going to be back. They have to teach classes and such, so they're preparing for their classes for the semesters. What they're doing. The campus is still, in winter break, like I said. What are you guys doing? 4 of you that are together.
I go to the other 4, wake them up, say, time to go hunt.
You better not be licking me on the face.
Well, Tristan would have gotten up early.
Yeah.
The help organize all the things. Because Mr. Nelson has seemingly kept the place messier, and beyond her understanding, it somehow has gotten even messier.
Yes.
So she's cleaning up what she can and organizing what she can.
Okay. We're going to get away for a moment from the group as they are working. Yoshiko. I believe is the name, correct? What is the name, Ron? What's your right name?
Kamiko.
Kamiko. I got it wrong. All right. God darn it. I misread it. Sorry. It's too small on my screen. Okay, Kamiko. You hear a knock at your door.
Okay. I open the door.
Okay. It's about time you got up. It's breakfast. The professor's got breakfast on the table. In front of you is
So
Mana Kazaya. I'm going to nail you, Ron. I've been looking up stuff.
Question.
which one have you been watching? Have you been watching a Gito or Kabuto?
Gito.
Let's see, a Gito. I don't. Is the Gito?
Hold on. Let me make sure I got the right one.
Cause Kuga is the one where he was living with the family.
Oh, it's Kuga that he was living with the family. Okay, I got them. Okay, so I had the wrong one.
Similar. They look similar, so they're sort of the same, but sort of different. So
Well, don't worry. I've made a lot of changes.
I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't hold it against you, obviously. But yeah, that's Kabuto.
Okay.
Not Kabuto. Kuga. Sorry, Kuga.
Kuga. Okay. Fair enough.
Names. So many names. Why don't we just leash Mecha Godzilla and sort them out?
No, shush.
So
That'd be my game.
So I get out of bed, get changed, walk downstairs to the table.
I only used a couple of the characters from there. I'm not using all the characters because there's 50. So I'm not gonna.
He could have, but that would have taken too long.
Okay.
And I take one bite of the food. Who made this?
Well, I did. This is the female that's in front of you. It's Mana.
Slowly gets up, throws it into the waste bin. Well, you need a bit more practice.
And she puts on a pout, obviously, from this.
so I quickly throw something together and for everybody that so but oh wait, it's almost time for me to go to the cafe. My shift's almost starting.
Well, that's why. Well, I need to get to the college where the professor's at.
Okay, I get up, toss her an extra helmet, and let's go.
Okay.
And then I speed off on my bike with her and head towards the college.
Okay. You arrive at the college, and you're right as you're riding up to the College of Science. Guess who's walking out the door?
Hurry up, get off, I gotta go.
She hops off. She basically gets pushed off. And she, of course, you ungrateful, let me tell you.
And then, sorry, have a great day, bye, and peel off.
You guys see a guy on a motorcycle drop off a...
A guy.
well, okay, girl. God, I keep forgetting, Ron. The drop off
They've made
another
that
girl.
mistake previously with my character.
I know it, dude. Your character's female and it's named Tristan. I know it. You guys are throwing me all off, damn it. Okay, so you see the two helmeted motorcycle riders. The one looks in your direction, basically pushes the other rider off, and of course she's pouting, and then takes off with the motorcycle. Of course, go ahead, Ray, make your perception because you have them with perceptions. It's definitely the person that was at the park the day before.
I will point at him.
Yeah.
At him. Dog at point.
So, she's driving away, right?
Yes.
I guess I could just use my powers to pick up the motorcycle and bring it over.
How far are your powers? How far do your powers extend?
He can make a roll. It doesn't mean that he's going to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
his range is pretty long. Depending on what... I'm assuming he's using TK, so... Telekinesis. Let's see. You have your war... I remember what the old rule used to be, so I'm going to play it by the old rule if... But I got to look it up real quick. You guys don't. So it's going to take a second. This here. Okay. Got that. Okay. So that long. Did we ever rate your motorcycle for speed, Ron? I'm sorry.
According to this, it gives my running plus 25 meters.
Okay.
So non-combat, I could run.
Yeah, you're technically. Yeah, you would be non-combat, so.
148 meters plus another 25. It's 173.
Okay. 173. Okay. You got a long shot at this, but go ahead and make a roll 3d6, Mark. Damn.
Wow.
That is 8. What is your OCV, Mark? Pardon me.
Character. OCV is 8.
OCV is 8. Ron, what is your DCV?
8.
Okay. Even up. All right. He's not your. You try to grab him, but he's too far. His motorcycle's too far away. The range killed you. The range modifier killed you.
Okay.
All right. You would have had him otherwise.
Yeah, Tristan is looking at the situation outside. Looks at Mr. Nelson's like, "What are they doing outside?"
I don't know. I have no idea. So, Ron,
Just kinda-
Ron, where are you headed? I'm assuming
I'm
to the
heading-
cafe. To the cafe.
Yeah, I'm heading to work.
I'll look to the dog and ask, like, can you track her?
I can try.
Or you could just ask the person I dropped off.
Ron, you're not supposed to give him hints like that.
I know, but I'm helping you.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. She looks at you through you, and she look. Well, I mean, she. Tristan, you're not outside, correct? You're inside
no,
still.
No, Tristan is inside.
Okay.
She's kind of disinvolving herself with the situation
Okay.
of the man that just tried to move the motorcycle.
Okay. Well, she looks at the three of you, and she says, "The nerve of her." Excuse me, I'm late for work. And she walks by you.
I wrap her around her legs and go, need talk. Stay.
Oh. Well, aren't you a strange puppy?
I haven't been a puppy for years.
A puppy that a dog that talks. What do you want?
Where a friend go? Who friend? Friend
Oh.
have powers.
What? I don't know what you're
That-
talking about.
what?
I'm not too sure what you're talking about, but
The one on the bike. Where's she going?
she's going to work.
Uh,
Tamiko? Yeah, she's going to work.
What's the place she works?
The cafe by campus. And cheese, surprisingly enough. There's a cafe by campus. Actually on the map. Scary thought now, isn't it? I don't think you'd work in the campus, would you?
No.
Okay, because it's the campus bookstore and the cafe there. But you're near the campus. You're just near the campus.
Oh, you know what? That's probably just far enough away to not have run into him until now.
Mm-hmm.
So possibly, yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Makes things more interesting.
Oh no, put you more in centralized, so we got you
Yeah.
together. So that's fine. That'll work well. All right. So she works at the Foxdale Cafe. So she looks down at you again. I've seen you around the college before, haven't I?
Been here a bit. Brought in after I retired.
I'm Mana.
Hello.
I'm the
You
se-
can call
I'm
me
the
Jupiter.
oh Jupiter. I'm the secretary here at the College of Science for Health and Science.
You may know my creators.
I might, but I believe like I said, I think I've seen you over at the College of Engineering, but I don't usually go over there.
Sweet.
Anyways, I'm going to be late for work. Do you guys need me for anything more?
If you want, we can give you a written excuse.
That's okay. Uh, I think Dean Brendan will be fine about it.
Hmm.
So she will hurry off if you don't have anything to tell her anything more.
No.
Okay. She will hurry over to. He is the secretary for Dean Brendan Jacobs. Yes, I already built this in, Tobin.
Neat. Neat. Neat.
All right.
Just throwing up my hands, going neat.
Okay. All right.
When
So-
they're done talking, King will be when Tristan finally leaves and is like, "Okay, what's up?"
Okay. You'll join in then at this point. All right, guys. What are you doing? What are you?
Well,
Person
better
we
see
want
what.
at cafe.
She looks at Jupiter, looks at Magnus now, and she's gonna. Is there anybody else there?
Yeah, Vanya's there.
Yeah, Vanya. I keep forgetting Vanya's there. She'll look at Vanya.
Story of
and
my
she'll-
life.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. I'm sorry, SAS.
Not your fault. My family does the same thing. Not in real life, though. Seriously.
She'll, Tristan will scratch her head and say, "You know, she looked like she didn't like you guys."
Say that to me.
She's talking about the person who ran off on the bicycle doesn't like.
Yeah, the motorbiker.
That's who. That,
Yeah. I'm not very good with conversation, but maybe I could try.
Well, whoever talks, you still need to go get her.
And she says she kind of waves her hands. She's like, no, you don't understand. If you come along, she's just gonna run again.
If you think you can convince her to come, then by all means, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so what Tristan is suggesting is that you guys basically stay back while she tries to talk to this.
well, Ray probably won't be allowed into the cafe. Just so. As much as Ray is special, Ray is still a dog walking into a restaurant.
Must get served. Gotta talk to Kratos about getting that service dog designation.
Yeah.
That or assistant's dog. No,
Yeah.
I'm not putting you down there, Ray, but I'm just saying.
But first, Mom has to install the new service module.
Yeah.
We
So,
can cover all bases. Get comfort dog status too.
yeah, there you go. All right. So you're going to try to go. You're going to go into the cafe, Tristan,
Yeah, alone.
alone at this point in time. I'm assuming everybody else is outside. But...
Yeah.
Okay.
Tristan kind of takes a deep breath. She's like, "Calm down. Never done this.
Well, this is going to be an interesting interaction. Okay.
yes, it is. It will be an interaction, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Dovan, remember there's an ordinance where you live.
All right.
The ordinance isn't until about an hour from now, SAS.
True,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Wait, you're going from like 9 to about 11.
yeah. All right, so Tristan will walk into the cafe. It's a student cafe. Even though it is winter break, there is still customers there. Not a lot of them, but there are still students staying around. And you look around, and let's have you make a perception check. And also,
Well, here's where I fail. Let's see, which one is which? I need to attack.
and I am assuming, Ron, that Kamiko is in in a a waitress type outfit.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9, Dave.
Alrighty. Miko, you see this? What, 14?
No, Tristan is 17.
17. I'm getting us all
He's
confused.
17.
Yep, I'm getting it confused. Yeah, 17. 17-year-old, in other words, just a little bit younger than college age girl. Walk in and take a look around.
Just looks around.
Does spot you. You think you have spotted her just because of size more than anything else from what you saw size-wise.
Tristan scratches her head and she's trying to think of what she needs to say.
Okay.
She's like, okay, let's see if she even talks to me. And she will try to initiate conversation.
Okay.
Try being the operative word.
Okay.
This
for
social interaction, but here we go.
Yeah, well, let's try it. See what you get.
She'll walk up the chemical and go, huh?
Yeah, go ahead, Ron.
Before she even gets a chance to say anything, I grab her by the arms, show her the door. What are you doing here?
Tristan will actually scream out in pain.
I'm not.
She just. Okay.
I'm actually gonna type something to Dave. Wait for a second. Give me a second.
Don't overinterpret what Ron's doing. That's one thing I want to make sure of you.
Yeah. That's what I'm about to explain. Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, you got a point. All right.
Yeah, that was the point I was trying to make.
Gotcha. I forgot about that. Okay. Yep, you got a point. All right. So, actually, I'm going to let Tobin go ahead and do that. So.
Yeah. She will scream out in pain.
Yeah. What are you doing, Ron?
I have no idea what to do next because she completely brought in tension and ruined everything. There's
something going on in the background that I'll tell you right now, Ron, that you don't know about that is affecting this, and that's why Tobin wrote me, and I agree with it. So, okay, we're just going to go from there. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll explain it later. Go ahead. Okay, so she screams out. So I'm going to assume your reaction will be to release her at that point.
Yeah, and I'll actually be quiet. I don't want you or your kind coming around here. That was just a fluke that I helped you then. I'm not
Yeah.
going to join any merry band. I don't need to pull attention to myself.
Tristan will actually look at her and say, "Who are you? All I want to do is talk. You hurt me."
You
And
know
she
who
will
I
actually
am.
run out after she says that. Max.
I smile to myself and walk back in. Job done.
Yep, and she's gonna run outside crying and run back to the lab crying.
Okay.
Jeez, that seemed to go well.
I told you it was going to be interesting. It was going to be an interaction.
It's definitely something, that's for sure.
So, what's happening now?
I don't know. What's the three others doing?
I'll point again and go. Still in there. I can try to go in, but it might cause trouble. And I'll nudge the other two to go. Go. You talk. You try.
I'll,
Thing would
I'll
immediately
try
pop
my
out of in
best,
there.
but I don't think I'm going to be much better.
Can't do much worse.
Was
So,
that scream high pitched, by the way, Dave? Or
What?
that scream?
Oh, it's kind of more like, yeah, fairly.
Because I think my character would react to that a bit more than normal.
Yeah, you would definitely felt it as much as heard it, knowing your character. Yes. Good point. Yes.
So someone would be recoiled in some sort of irritation / pain, not vastly, just for
More of it was you definitely like it. Definitely rattled you. I mean, it definitely rattled you.
trying to figure out what my character would do because my character is still in his, battle attire or whatever you want to call it, the suit. So it'd be a little awkward just walking into a cafe like that.
Yet I'm dressed all in white, so
Yeah.
not exactly if you're alone there.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are kind of distinct, both of you at this point. So, because you're not wearing your normal. You're not wearing. I mean, you stand out.
Plus, there's little to no one around, so who's exactly good?
Yeah, you're definitely standing out.
No, but I'm just saying, this is no one's gonna no one's gonna be around to see us. Yes or no? Oh, can we do a perception on that?
Yeah, they're not in civvies. Sorry. Sorry if that never got answered.
No,
No. I was talking Estian. So, are you guys going to try anything, or are you going to back off and not do anything, or?
Personally, I think it'd be too hard to explain why my outfit and everything to in front of any civilians inside. So
Yeah.
I think it'd probably be best to wait for her to come out I mean, her shift has to end at some point.
Stalker.
Yeah. This is the rest of these people make my character look like the good guy.
Oh no, you see, you all are forgetting about the last character who is definitely the good guy. Or girl.
Yeah, but she's not here right now. She's probably off at home making happy little girl noises with Teddy. Isn't that right, SD?
Well, since you're going to have to wait until our shift's over with, I'm going to throw you a common sense shot across the bow. You got somebody that can tell you when she gets off work.
Oh,
Dave, thank you. You did it because I was about to.
Well, first of all, what would I know about that kind of thing?
Oh,
This
crap.
Robocop
Right,
has
right.
not been upgraded yet.
You do have a bargaining chip now.
I've saddled Ron with a 0-point DNPC at the moment, okay? You guys have to...
I'll mention to the others. How about we just go to that girl from earlier and ask like her when she gets off work.
Okay.
Or do we need to?
You
We
sure
needed to
you
talk
want
to
to
her.
stick around until she gets off work and you're dressed like that? Okay.
University for me to pick her up.
I just like the mental image of just Magneto flying around in full battle armor going, "Can you help me, little girl?" while floating.
He's done it before.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
sure.
has. It was a great image. It's fun.
Wanted by 30 some odd countries. Excuse me, little girl, can you tell me where the monsters went? Thank you.
Were
Mm-hmm.
It worked somehow.
so well, that's my plan. I head back to the university to find her.
Mm-hmm. All right, you go back to the university. You go back to the college. It's pretty easy to find her. She's the secretary for the dean. And she looks up at the desk and, oh, you three again.
Your friend don't want to join pack.
Well, she's always been kind of a loner. What do you need her?
She has powers.
I know nothing about
She's
that.
special.
Oh,
She's special.
special in the head sometimes. Yeah, and remember, Ron, this is Mana.
Yes. That's why I'm laughing. That's why.
You know why? Okay, then we're good. All right. So, okay, so she has powers. Oh, okay.
Need to join pack. Help protect. World in trouble.
World in. Well, I'll let her know.
She don't join, world might be in worse trouble. Lone wolves don't last long.
Well, She's pretty independent. It would take a lot to talk her into something like that.
Tell her she may need help. May be people who hunt her.
Oh, how did he target that so well? Anyway, I will kind of hesitates on that a little bit, but then says I will let her. I will let her know.
Okay.
Anything else?
Or meet us at Science Lab. Ask for Jupiter.
I will tell her.
Tell her if she don't join pack, she be trouble.
I will tell her that. Yes.
World need her.
World needs her. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And she's just rolling her eyes.
Yep. Yep. She's kind of is, but she's hiding it well at the moment.
You know, it interests me to no end that the dog is the one doing the conversing. There are two other perfectly good individuals for this, but nope, the dog's got to do it.
It's all right.
So I'm pretty sure if Magnuson basically spoke to her, she'd probably be in a sense. I don't believe him either.
You know, like
I mean, if I spoke to her, she'd probably think that all three of us have probably lost it.
Well, I think she's already thinking that. But it perceptions will happen. You now have. I will let them know. I will let her know. Anything further?
No, that's all.
This campus is growing crazy. Okay. All right. I'll let her know. And she smiles and kind of smiles and.
I'm just gonna slowly walk away, kind of like shaking my head, like.
Yes, why are we letting the dog do the diplomacy?
Well, I figured the dog's probably like easier to like.
Oh, I see.
I don't know how to say it.
Hold on a second. I'm going to try to do something here.
Well, I will point out to the rest of you guys that you could have tried to assuage my character and made her feel better, and she might have been able to try to talk.
Maybe.
Instead of the dog.
I figured the dog was better, less imposing than this tall guy in like armor, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, Magneto's built to him, not to be conversant, but to intimidate. There's a little difference.
Yeah.
I don't think
Sometimes
Might
intimidation
be-
would work right here.
Magneto might be able to be diplomatic, but it's very difficult, basically, in that arm.
Magneto is diplomatic towards other mutants. When he's talking to normals, he talks down to them. That is one of his biggest downfalls, shall we say. Under handouts, by the way, I have put a picture of Mana Kazaya. So you know what she looks like.
Is that the actual height of the day?
Okay.
Seriously.
Humans look same to me, but smell different.
No, that's not a desk she's looking over. That's a divider.
Yeah. She's like, that's
I
like
gathered that, but I was just sort of thinking, imagine if the desk was that high.
yeah, no, that's a cubicle farm. Okay. Kind of makes that disproportionate. It's kind of weird. Okay. So, there is another person that you could go try to find.
What? It's someone's fault then.
Sounded like it.
Oh no, right. Hey, Dave, you were right. It was a Gito that she's in. Sorry.
Yep.
I was thinking something else.
Yeah.
You were right.
Okay.
And the picture you put up, you got off the Common Writer Wiki, most likely.
Yeah, most likely, yes. Yes, I did. I was doing a little research this week. I did research for 4 people, so.
I assume once we're back inside, I'm like, how are we gonna find the other one?
You're back. Tristan's back there with. They're back at the lab, so.
Yeah.
So Magnus just asked, "How are you going to find the other one?"
The other who?
Well, I can try to track by smell.
Eh. As a person, I am lost. The player is lost.
The other person that was at well, your character wouldn't have known.
Yeah, my character would know jack about that. She
Yep.
kind of ran. I'm actually surprised Ron would have recognized my character. In the
Actually, Ron was the one that went that direction and saw you. Ron is the one character that definitely would have and recognized you.
Yep.
He was correct on that.
Okay. I was just confused for a moment.
All right. So, how do you plan to track, Ray? I'm waiting for the
Well-
obvious answer here, but whatever. I'll see. You come up with it.
Well, let's see. Can use my enhanced senses.
Say the key. All you need to say is the keyword. Let's see if you just say it. Otherwise, I'll tell you it.
Super sniffer.
I'm going to go back to the park that we were in and start using the snooper sniffer. It's actually what I'm aiming for. You go back to the park that you guys had the first encounter in. That's where you last saw her. That would be where you would start sniffing from. Or, she could be outside again playing, like she is.
Yeah.
So as you land back in the park, come back into the park, off to the side, nice run. You see the girl with her teddy off to the side playing once more at the park.
I'll approach carefully and slowly.
Okay, Asdian, there you go. Abby Fisher runs around making Teddy fly over my head.
I'm more surprised.
Uh,
Surprised she just isn't just making it fly. Period.
I'll walk up. I'll walk up, sit down, watch for a bit,
Okay,
and
go.
then go.
Go ahead.
Then just, can I join and play?
Abby, you look and you hear the. Can I join and play? And you look, and it's the dog from the other day, sitting there looking at you, as well as the person in white and the person in the blue and black costume. It's the only way to describe it.
Purple and black.
Purple and black costume. Hello, waves.
So that looks like fun. You special. Want to join pack?
On to that. I'll have to ask my mommy to leave the park.
Be fine. We can go up together. You you lead. I'll follow a short distance behind. Try not to be threatened.
Yep. Yep, you walk back home, and the dog, Jupiter, follows, and I'm assuming Vanya and Magnus follows as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a distance though, obviously in a sense we don't want to creep her mother out.
Exactly.
Hi, mommy. I brought home an international terrorist and somebody who destroyed the world. Are they? They're my friends. Yeah, that'll work out well.
I brought Robo Puppy, Magneto, no, and Black Canary version 2 with me. Can
No,
Far from Black Canary
Yeah.
version 2.
no, Tobin.
No, I brought Magneto and Phoenix Force with me. Well, it'd be pretty closer.
Oh, I've watched that, and it's
I'm joking.
I know, but I'm just saying. Technically, Vanya is Phoenix Force. That's how disgusting powerful she is. Alright. So. Okay, Abby, singing and humming as I go. You get to your house, Abby. It's not that far away. I mean, are you walking straight in? You're gonna. I'm assuming that's what you're gonna open the door. Are you gonna let them? Are you basically gonna invite them in, or are you gonna just sit? Or what? How are you gonna do this? I want to see. Okay. No problem. How much longer you got, Tobin, by the way? And are you here at this point?
Tobin.
Hmm?
Are you actually here with the other three?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so, but I just wanted to.
Yeah, she's. Yep. Tristan.
Tristan's
is,
not going to leave go too far away from the college, so
No, she's
How
not
long have you
leaving.
got, Tobin?
She's not leaving because she got hurt.
Yeah.
Right now.
yeah, mentally and more than physically, but yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. Not. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Good possibility.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think it'd be wise for me to do it either. A full-grown man, a little girl.
Yeah, that might be a bad. The full-grown man in battle armor next to a little girl. Nothing wrong here, officer. I'm sure.
Of course not.
Pardon?
Nothing wrong at all. You know.
Yeah, I'm
Hi,
sorry.
I'm Magnus, and I'm running for political office. Oh, sorry, never mind. See if Tobin got that joke. Anyways,
I got the joke. Don't.
You sure you're just not laughing just for the sake of it, Tobin?
Only the guy that's actually running like that doesn't remember half the things.
yeah, he does. He knows the joke. Okay, we're good. All right, so
Right now, I think the woman in white is, I think, the least intimidating person among our group.
you're correct at this point. Yeah. Ray, she asked you, Doggy, where is the pack home?
College.
At the college.
Science lab. Craters there. But they aren't the divine one. They're just creators.
Why am I just imagining Ezio's character wandering aimlessly around the university grounds going, where is this pack home exactly?
Yeah.
Would work. Go ask.
Okay. I'll go ask. Okay, let me repeat what she said here to those that can't read it. Okay, at big school, maybe I can get my brother to take me if I said I wanted to visit it. I'll go ask mommy. Runs up and back into the front door, taking my shoes off when I get inside, I'm assuming. Yep. Run around hunting for mommy. Yes, mommy is probably in the. I don't want to be stereotypical. I'll say she's in. She's doing something in the bathroom. What? Somebody just woke up. You didn't sleep. I didn't sleep. Big yawn from Christine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You didn't sleep? You did not sleep.
Either one or the other.
Why do you want to visit the big school, Abby?
Right. Right. It's time for me to get off, Dave.
Okay, not a problem. The nice doggy there. Oh? Where did you hear about this nice doggy? It'd be better. It should be easier to move the mouse around now. Did it? I cleaned the mouse out of a second. It's useless. Okay. You said he was from the university? The big school? Alright, I'll go fix it. We're almost done. Okay. Oh. Where's he at the big school?
Yeah, I did tell you it was from the lab.
Gotta get that. When do you want to go? Abby? He says doggy is in the lab. I think he is their guard dog, but he's nice. All right, so we're gonna roll 3d6. Estienne.
14. There you go.
Okay. Mother thinks about it for a little bit. Like, I don't. Well, there isn't going to be very many kids there, so yeah, let's go ahead and go. We can go there for now, if you wish. Let me go get my keys. Okay, so she goes to get her keys. What do you? Okay, so you're happy dancing. Okay. I walk to the window and give a silly thumbs up because it seems like the thing to do. Liking messing it up, but it's funny. Okay. What are you doing, Ray? You see her pop into the window and she gives a big thumbs up.
Okay, I think it's a go. You guys can head back to the lab and I'll wait for her to come out.
All right.
Just don't slobber on the seats.
It might be better if the adult didn't see you guys quite yet. She might not understand.
Make ourselves scarce.
Okay. Alright. The mother will come to go to you, Abby, and she's got her car keys, and she's headed to the car. And come on, Abby, let's go. Follow bringing Teddy. Okay. It's Florida. They park outside. So they open the door, and out comes Abby and the mother.
I'll walk up tentatively and just then sit down
Oh.
at the feet and just kind of wag my tail.
Oh, I didn't understand that that you said the dog was here. That's all right. Don't worry about it. I'll come up with the name of the parents later. I didn't realize the dog you were talking about was here. Where's your owners?
I will point towards the to the direction of the college.
Oh well, we better get you back to the college then. Make a roll, Ray. Roll 3d6 for me real quick. Yeah, okay. Not a problem. So she goes, opens the car, opens the back car door, and motions for you, both of you, to get into the car.
All right, I'll get in the back seat
Mm-hmm.
and I'll tap on the window with my nose from the inside.
Okay, and I'm going to assume Abby gets in. Yep. Okay. she'll close the door and get in drivers and drive to the college.
I'll tap on the window again.
I'm sure that Vanya and Magnus are seeing this, so you guys head back to college. I'm going to hold it there. I'm going to call it there. Hold it there. I'm at a perfect spot. So. Thank you very much, guys, for the game.
Not a problem.
And Ron, be everybody should be prepared for combat starting out next time. So just so you know.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know you had another one to eat. Okay. Yep, no. SGN, don't worry about it. I mean, I knew I was going to have to add people in at a certain rate and stuff. And we're in a good shot. We're in a very good spot. So thanks, guys. I needed that after this week. Kind of had a very weird week, so.
Now that we're not playing like anymore, it's like the reason I kind of stood back is I wanted to let other people have a chance to role play this week.
Mhm.
So.
Yep, and it worked out. I wanted to get. I've got things more established now to where I want to be.
Because I know with when I RP, I could sort of take over the whole thing. And
Yeah, well, we have Tobin. He does the same thing. So.
I wondered who was going to pull that card.
Yeah. But that's why I kind of de-emphasized him this week. So.
And I already knew that I would have to stand back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We're in good shape. We are in very good shape. Okay. So I am going to end the tabletop stream, and I may be back with a game stream here momentarily. So I end the stream. Thanks everybody who's been watching live. I do appreciate it. And we're going to the next 2 weeks. I am on call, so I will be probably available. One of those weeks, Ron will have you run your game.
Okay. I'm starting back to work this coming week, so I don't know how much time now I'll have to.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll talk about it this week. So, I have on the 6th, which is actually a Saturday, I am going to be super busy. So, so it might be the 5th. If you can run the 5th, at least kind of maybe plan for the 5th. That would be your 6th. Might be good.
Okay.
Which would mean I run next week and then you run the week after.
Okay. Will you be able to be there?
Yes.